Happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining me. We are calling today's fantastic workout Wednesday winners. Yes, we are all winners. 4 stations for you today, 5 minutes per station. It is an AMRAP style, so that means as many reps or as many rounds as possible. So here's the fun part. We're going to start with 3 reps of each of the exercises. There will be 3 exercises at each station, but you're going to add 2 reps every round. So 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. for the entire 5 minutes. So what are we doing? Station number 1, we're doing a Superman pulse, a prone lat pull down and dumbbell lat pull over. So you will need weights for that. Station number 2, we have butterfly hip bridges. We've already worked on those this week, so we'll do a little more of that. Hydrant leg lifts, we're going to do left and then right. And then left, right is one. And the next one there is boot strappers. Station number 3, we have dumbbell swing, dumbbell row and fly, and a dumbbell shrug. Last station today, we have suitcase crunches, side to side hip dips, and low burpee kickouts. Of course, I will suggest modifications or alternates if you need them along the way. And we are going to warm up together. So 4 times 5 minute AMRAPs. We will take 30 seconds in between each set. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. Let's get some squats in here. Big stretch at the top. Chest is up high, weight in the heels. Knees are pointing out, of course. We're all pros at this now. Sitting back into those heels. We'll do about 5 or 6 of these. Getting warmed up for our fantastic workout today. Lunging back, driving that knee up. Trying to get that 90-degree angle with the legs, keeping that center strong. Chest is up high. 5 or 6 of those. Shake it out. When you're ready, go to the other side. And that balance working for you. Mine's a little off this morning. Okay. Whew. Shake that out. And we'll do some hip openers. Cross left circle out. Cross left circle out. And try and go wider and wider each time. Really open up those hips. Next, we have trunk rotations. Straight back, soft knees, and around we go. Do about 5 or 6 of these as well. I got my hips cracking, so I'm going the other way. And next we have shoulders. Shoulders forward. We have shoulder shrugs today. Shoulders back. Working the shoulders. And arms out, palms down, small circles forward. Gradually going bigger and bigger. And back down to smaller and smaller and smaller. Palms up, let's go back. Get that full range of motion. And back down, smaller and smaller again. Chest openers are next. Just a gentle spring in here, opening up the chest and the shoulders. And left ear, left shoulder. Let the weight of your head take you to the side. We'll stretch the neck left to right. Half circles forward. Back to neutral position. Look over your left shoulder. And then big stretch over your right. Left and right. And up and down and up and down. Next, we have wrists and ankles. Of course, we want to rotate these in both directions. Arm over the way. And the other side. Both directions. And when you finish with that, shake it all out, do a little light cardio, please and thank you. I will show you what we're doing today. Station number 1, Superman pulse, prone lat pull down, and dumbbell lat pull over. So you will need weights. Put them beside you so that they're ready to go. Superman pulse, we're down on the floor. We Did something similar this week. So you're in that Superman position. Neck is nice and straight. You're up. You're pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. If you need to rest, that is a-okay. Rest and get right back into those reps. You're starting with 3 reps of each, adding 2 every round. Next, we have a prone lat pull down. So you're staying in that position, but you're bringing your arms down, pulling down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Hold it for a couple seconds, then back up. Down, and back up. Okay. Next, we have the dumbbell lat pull over. So push that belly button toward your spine. Bring those weights over the chest, squeeze, and then back behind the head, back up over the chest, squeeze. That is station number 1 over and over again, 5 minutes. Station number 2, we have a butterfly hip bridge. So you bring your soles together. Hopefully you can see that. Opening those legs up as much as they can. And up and down we go with the hip bridge. You can do pulses here. Once again, starting with 3 each round, adding 2 every round. Hydrant leg lift is next. We're going to do left, right as 1. So you want to be in that nice tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees to begin with. And then you're going up, and then the other side up. So that's 1. And then you're going to do 3 of those to start. Back is nice and straight. Everything's nice and aligned. Next, we have boot strappers. So I like to begin with my wrists to my knees, and up and down we go. Up and down. If you can get those legs straight, go for it. But you do you. Next station, we have a dumbbell swing. Unless you have a kettlebell and you've been trained on it, let's work with the dumbbell. Nice athletic stance. Shoulders are back and set. Chest is up high, core is strong. Feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. And we're going to go with a weight like so. This is how I like to hold it. I hope you can see that. So we're hinging at the hips. Back is nice and straight. And you're just going to pop those hips forward and then back in. We're really popping those hips, bringing that weight up. If you're swinging too much, if your weight is going way up high, get something a little heavier. That is what we're doing there. Next, we have row and fly. So once again, athletic stance, of course, feet approximately shoulder width apart. You can stagger them a little bit, but we're down into that row, down, and then a fly, and then a row, and then a fly. With those flies, make sure your elbows are slightly bent. With the rows, keep those elbows nice and tight. And always make sure your back is nice and straight, your core is strong. Next, we have dumbbell shrug. I don't know why I keep dropping my weights. Okay, so athletic stance, shoulders back and set. This is all we're doing. Up, and down. You will feel it in the back and the shoulders. That's the idea. Last station, we have suitcase crunches. We also call them double crunches. You're going to start out straight and bring your knees in while you're crunching up. Just like a suitcase, opening and closing it like so. Then we have side to side hip dips. If left, right is 1 here. So I would suggest you start on one side. So you can do 1, 2, 3, and then flip it on over. 1, 2, 3. That's your first round. Of course, adding 2 reps each time. And then we have a low burpee kick out, which is, of course, starting from standing. I'm going to go down. It's like a thruster, but you never stand up. So you're out, in, out, in, out, in. If that doesn't make you happy, you can always step out, step in, step out, step in. You can also turn this into a thruster if you prefer that up and down action. Are we okay with that, ladies? Oh yeah. Okay, awesome. 5 minutes, 3 reps per. I will bring this a little bit closer. You're starting with a Superman pulse. Get down to the floor. Let's get ready. 3 reps, Superman pulse, prone lat pull down, and dumbbell pull over. In 3, 2, go. So of course in the Superman, you're up, down, up. 3 of those, and then pull down. You're in that same position on the floor. 3 pull downs, then flipping it over, doing that lat pull over. 3 of those, And I want everything to be nice and solid and strong. And you're going to do those 3 over and over again, adding 2 reps. Losing my voice. Adding 2 reps each round. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. for the full 5 minutes. 5-minute AMRAPs today. It's going to be all good. Superman pulse. Lat pull down from that Superman position is next, and then lat pull over with some dumbbells. You can use 1 dumbbell, you can use 2, whatever makes you happy. 1 minute is already down. Nothing better than a nice HIIT workout first thing in the morning. Kristen and Lisa are here rocking it. Superman pulse. Remember, squeeze. You're squeezing up, you're squeezing those glutes. Your legs are also coming up slightly. It's a small but mighty movement. You want to lay straight. You want to keep that neck straight. The pull downs. Once again, in that prone position. And you're bringing those arms down and squeezing those shoulders together from that prone position on the floor. Hold it for a couple seconds, bring it back up, then down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Really think of those back muscles and really squeeze. And when you're down, hold it for a couple seconds. You don't have to rush this thing. You have loads of time. You are adding 2 reps each round. You want every single rep to count. Strong reps. Lat pull over. Once again, you can use 2 weights or 1. It's up to you, making sure that you bring those weights just slightly past the chest, squeezing the pecs back and then forward, resisting on the way back as well. Don't let the weights hit the floor when you're doing those pullovers. You want to keep those muscles engaged the entire time. Squeeze. Lots of upper back stuff here. You're almost halfway, or you are over halfway through station number 1 already. Time flies when you're having fun with your fit family. Superman pulse, lat pull downs, and lat pull overs. 2 minutes left, my friends. Make sure you're adding 2 reps each round. I'd like to know, excuse me, I need to wet my whistle. I'd love to know how many reps you end up with. One minute, 30 seconds left. Keep pushing through. We get a nice break after this. You get a full 30 seconds. You're welcome. So we're going to push all the way through the 5 minutes. Keep moving, keep grooving. Superman pulses, lat pull downs, and of course the pull overs. Using weights that challenge you, of course. Make sure you push that belly button towards your spine with those pull overs. Keep that back nice and straight. Less than a minute left, ladies. Pushing all the way through. Big exhale when you're working against gravity. We're super close. Already 5 minutes flies by. And we're going to work on those glutes next. The legs, the glutes. Only 20 seconds left. Keep going, keep moving, keep grooving, keep adding 2 reps every round. Finish off the reps you're working on. You have 10 seconds. 5, 4, you get a break. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Okay. Station 1, check. That was fun. All right, station number 2. Just as a reminder, you do have 30 seconds here, so catch your breath, grab some water. We have the butterfly hip bridge. We have the hydrant leg lift. Left, right is 1. Then we have boot strappers. If you prefer with the hydrants to stay on one side, that's okay. You can do that. But we would like to challenge you to do alternate. Let's go down to the floor, butterfly hip bridge. You are on. Okay, soles together, up and down we go, 3 pulses. Don't let your bum hit the floor. Then you're gonna do those hydrant leg lifts. Left, right is 1. You're gonna do 3. 1, 1, 2, 2. Nice tabletop, straight back for those. Please and thank you. Then you have 3 boot strappers to finish it off. Up and down we go. Like I said, if you can straighten those legs all the way, go for it. Always trying that hardest version. Once you finish those, you get to go back to the butterfly hip bridges and add 2 reps. So you'll be doing 5. 5 of each. Straight from the bat. We're adding a couple reps every round. Once again with those butterflies, put your soles together, let your knees just fall wherever they stop is fine. Point is up and squeeze with the hips and the glutes. You're doing those pulses, never letting your bum touch the floor. With the hydrants, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees to start with that nice tabletop, core is strong. And then you're up on the one side, and then the other side, left, right is 1 for those. If you prefer to stick to one side with those hydrants, that's a-okay with me. It's up to you. You can stick to the one side, do all the reps, and then do the other side. Boot strappers. Those are super fun. If you feel like you don't want to bootstrap at all, sometimes that just doesn't feel right, that's a-okay. You can switch that up. You can do something completely alternate, something that works the glutes, the legs. I'm perfectly fine with. 2 minutes down already. We're having so much fun. You can always modify by using a piece of sturdy furniture if you wish, instead of doing movements like the boot strapper from the floor. You can grab a sturdy piece of furniture and just go down and up and down and up as far as you can go. You get your knees hitting that. I'm using a couch here, for example. If you want to modify that. With those hydrants as well, make sure you don't over extend. You just want it up and down and up and down. One side, the other side. You don't want to swing your hips back and forth. You want to try and keep those hips nice and solid, the core nice and strong, no twisting action. Way over halfway through this round, or this station, I should say. Butterfly hip bridge, hydrant leg lift, left, right is 1, and the boot strappers. Alternative to the boot strapper, you could do stiff leg deadlifts, you can do just squats, lunges, something like that. Under 90 seconds left. Time really does fly when you're having fun. Keep pushing through. Well done, 9:15 crew. Keep going, keep going. With those boot strappers, sometimes we find when we're doing many reps of it, your knees are no longer close to those wrists. I like to start in that position. Just reset. It's all good. Take a second to reset. Sometimes we tend to bring those knees back, just scooch back up and get into that proper position and keep going. 45 seconds left. Keep breathing through, working on those glutes. We're almost halfway through this session. 30 seconds. Keep going. We get a nice break after that. Keep pushing through. We have butterfly, hip bridges, hydrants, and bootstrappers. Only 5 more seconds. Try and finish whatever you're working on. 1. There's the beat. Well done. All right. Shake out those legs. Quick stretch. And grab some water. We are doing dumbbell swings next. Really important to keep that form on point. You want to start in that nice athletic stance. You want to hinge at the hips and then just pop those hips out. Squeeze those glutes. Do not overextend or overarch here. Just pop. I will demonstrate that again. Let's go. We're on athletic stance. Down. We're doing 3 of those. Then we're doing the dumbbell row and fly. So once again, nice straight back, row, fly. That's 1. That's 2. And then we have the dumbbell shrug to finish things off, where your shoulders are back and set, and you're just up and down, up and down, up and down. Once again, adding 2 reps each round. If you do have a kettlebell, feel free to use it. Excuse me, for those swings. If you have the training for it, go for it. Just making sure that your core is really strong, that you are using those hips thrust, that weight in front. Already 1 minute down. With those rows and the flies. Really important, form 100% is what you need to make sure of. So you're starting that athletic stance, shoulders back and set, core strong, sticking your bum out. You're trying to get, if you can, your back almost parallel to the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades together with the rows and then fly. You want those elbows slightly bent for the flies. And you're never letting those weights hang. You're really trying to consistently work those muscles. So you're never just dropping them. Your shoulders are back and set the whole time. If you need to, just move 1 foot slightly behind the other and put a little more of that weight on that back leg. It may relieve a little bit of pressure on the lower back if you find that your core is not feeling as strong and you're working on that muscle. That stance will help your lower back a little bit. Swings, row and fly, shrugs. You're almost halfway through this station. Always starting that nice athletic stance. Like I said, with these swings, I like to have my feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. And if your weight is swinging way up, grab something heavier. That is right. We want you to challenge yourselves. What's the point of swinging that dumbbell if you're not doing yourself a service? Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. Station number 3. And our last station will be a whole lot of fun as well. Wednesday winners. Really use those hips to pop that weight. Squeezing those glutes. Making sure you don't go back too much. You don't want to arch your back. You want to keep that nice and straight. Holy moly. We're almost there, friends. About 70 seconds left. We'll take another break and work through the last station. Nice work, ladies. Work strong, always starting that athletic stance, especially with these particular first 2 movements. You really want to make sure that the form is on point, that you're feeling good. Feeling strong, 45 seconds. That's it, that's all. And shrugging up and down, up and down, up and down. Even with those shrugs, I'm pushing my belly button towards my spine, keeping everything nice and strong. I'm really working the core as well. 20 seconds left of your third station. We got one more. Excellent. 5 seconds, you get another break. 2, 1. Nicely done. Good job, Kristen. Good job, Lisa. All right, last station, we are working the suitcase crunches. We have some hip dips, and then we have the low burpee kickout. Oh, if you don't like the hip dip from the floor, let's do some oblique crunches from standing. Do that. You can always modify as well and do them from knees if you're on the floor. Let's do it. Suitcase crunch. You're starting it with that straight line, crunching up. If you can, don't let your feet touch the floor. Keep that abs engaged. Do 3 of those. Then side to side hip dips. We're going to do left, right as one. So you're down and up. If you need to modify, you can do it from the knees instead of the feet. If you don't like that altogether, do it from standing and do an oblique crunch with some weights. But again, you're doing 3 per side, switching sides. Last station, low burpee kickouts, of course. Down, out, in, out, in, out, in. You can modify that as well. You can do step outs instead of jumping out and in. If you prefer the idea of a thruster, you're down, out, in, and standing. That's a-okay with me. But if you were able to do those low burpee kickouts, go for it. Once again, you can use a piece of furniture. If you don't like going all the way down to the floor, I can use my couch here. Out, in, out, in. Remember to add 2 reps, of course, each round. This is your last station, ladies. Pushing through everything you have left. We're gonna use that energy. Your muscles are happy, your heart's happy. We're gonna start with those suitcase crunches. Side to side hip dips. So you're working on the reps on one side, then completing the reps on the other side with those hip dips. And low burpee kickouts. If you really feel excited about this workout, and you prefer to change the low burpee kickout just to a burpee, you can do that too. The word burpee's in it. It is part of the burpee kickout. If you want to do a full burpee, take it up a notch. I love that idea too. Almost halfway through your last station, ladies, looking fantastic. Keep moving and grooving. If you are finding that the alternative oblique crunch from the standing position is a lot better for you, that is fantastic. Make sure it's, once again, it's a small movement, but it's a mighty movement. You want to challenge yourselves with the weights. Going down and back up to center, down, up to center, keeping that weight nice and close. Keeping those feet approximately shoulder width or hip width apart. Core is strong, shoulders back and set, chest is up high, all that good stuff. 2 minutes left of your workout today, then we'll cool down together. We'll get everything stretched out. Our last station, suitcase crunches, side to side hip dips, and low burpee kickouts. Over and over again, of course, adding 2 reps each round. Doesn't that sound like a fun idea? We have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Amazing job, you guys. Pushing through this Wednesday morning workout. Amazing job. Nice work, Lisa. Nice work, Kristen. Working those obliques. Breathe through the burn. Modify where you need to, my friends, but keep moving, please. We are almost at the end of this thing. 60 seconds left to be exact. You can push through 60 more seconds. Go for it. Modifications to Suitcase Crunch. You can plant your feet on the floor and do a regular crunch or sit up. That's a-okay. Modification for those side hip dips. You can do this from standing. You can do it from the knees instead of the toes, like you're on the floor. Low burpee kickouts. You can do step outs if you wish. Only 25 seconds left. Keep going. Try and complete those reps, whatever you're working on, whatever exercise you're working on. You got a little bit of time left, 15 seconds. You want to try and push through, do as much as you can, as many reps, as many rounds as possible. You have 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. That is it for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to cool down together. Whew. Got to stretch everything out now. Grab some water. Fantastic job, Kristen and Lisa. And for everybody watching the replay, I know you're going to kick some butt too. All right. Move this back. So we'll do a nice full body workout. Lisa, do you have a wall? Kristen, do you have a wall? I always like my upper body stretch from the wall. Makes me happy. Scooch nice and close. That foot closest to the wall, slightly forward. And of course, your arm is behind you, approximately 45 degrees. Angle, just pulling away from the wall. Nice stretch, opening up that chest again. The shoulders. When you're ready, switching sides. Shake that out while we're here. Let's stretch those quads. Shake it out. We'll work on the other side. Shake that out. I'm going to take it down on the floor. We'll get a glute stretch happening here. There's a couple different ways of doing this. I like to have my forward leg bent, the back leg straight, and bring my chest down as close to the floor as I can. Switching sides when you're ready. All right, from here, tabletop, we'll go into that cobra stretch. Stretching the core, keeping those shoulders down, those hips down, looking up. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. I don't stay in this position too long, and I like to bring my bum back to my heels, stretch the back a little bit, and of course, the shoulders. Do a little cat stretch up to the knees. Bring one foot forward. We'll work on those hips. And switching sides. That's it for me. Continue to stretch again tonight. You can do a little lower back stretching if you'd like. If you're down on the floor, bring those knees to the chest and then go to that one side, etc. Drink lots of water. Enjoy the beautiful day. Thank you so much for joining me and have a good day. Bye-bye.